Hello, beautiful people. Hello, world. This brother Dean. This wasn't the message that I was going to be bringing today, but I really felt a need to bring this particular message. The religious community has really failed in so many different ways. People who rely on the religious community for strength, for encouragement, for directions, and because of the Corona 19, they have been silent. And you would think that this would be the time where religious voices would be loud and would be clear and would be precise and giving directions and order and instructions to its members. So you have a lot of people right now going around in fear, like they're in the days, confused, don't know what to do because of the religious organizations, the religious community. I've seen a few religious organizations out there on the front line doing the work of the Lord. And every time I come across whether I know of them or not, because I see them on the front line, I share what they got going on to give people hope. We're in a time right now, man, where there's so many blind guides. You know, there's so many blind guides. If you don't want to be accountable, get out. You know what I'm saying? If no one can count on you, if you was a seasonal minister, get out. It's not for you. If folks, when they want you, they can't contact you and get in contact with you, get out. You know what I'm saying? Because as a minister, the most important thing to you should be God. And the second most important thing to you should be his flock, his people. So in times of tribulations, you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't have a problem, you know, hearing from the woman of God or the man of God. You know what I'm saying? And right that the church and religious organization, they have wasted a great opportunity where manhood was failing them because of fear, and a lot of people want directions. So and you know, so right now, folks are leaning to politicians for guidance. You know what I'm saying? When if people was in their right positions, they could have really impacted the world in a positive way. You know, and when this was going on, had they have done what they supposed to have done after this, churches would have been full. But you're going to have now the opposite effect. Because if you wasn't with people, if you didn't deal with people in their crisis, why would people turn to you after the crisis? The time to be out there in the forefront and making your voice heard is not after the storm, but during the storm. It's not after the trial, not after the tribulations, but when people are going through. So I am so disappointed in a lot of religious organizations that was not out there reaching out to people and giving people hope. You know what I'm saying? The church should be in the front, on the front line, leading the way, you know, giving people guidance. You know what I'm saying? So now after this over, what you gonna do? You know, you're gonna go and play in church as the usual. You know, everyone can now congregate, you know, showing who can sing the better, who can sing best, showing who can talk best, showing who can perform best. That's what's going to happen now. Because when the time for performance was necessary, you couldn't be found. You understand? So it just don't make no sense. No, all these churches, all these religious organizations, and all these different communities, when it was time for the test, how many have you all failed? You know what I'm saying? How many have you all failed? So now, after this scourge, this plague is over, you want people to turn to you when in their time of need, you was nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? People always talking about how churches and synagogues don't have a bunch of folks up in there. What they going in there for? For your performances? For y'all to be acting? You know what I'm saying? The best part of a lot of folks is when you see them on Sundays. But when you find them out, what about when it's not a Sunday? You know what I'm saying? All this love you got inside the church, but you can't find no love outside the church. You know what I'm saying? It's just mad. And for me, man, I'm good. I ain't performing for nobody. You know what I'm saying? For me, I have a relationship with God. I'm good. Brother, good. But everybody ain't me. So what about your members who don't have that kind of relationship, who don't have that kind of connection, who still trying to find themselves? And what about the people that is out there looking for directions? You know what I'm saying? Where you could have been the voice, where there wasn't a voice, where you could have lead them to the way, to the truth, and to the light. Now, after everything is over, I guess you expect for everybody to come now to do the same old, same old. I'm not gonna be a part of no same old, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a part of no clique. I'm not a part of no gimmick. I'm not a part of no game. You know what I'm saying? I live for God. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be in a building to represent God. We are the church. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a shame to see, you know what I'm saying, how religious organization have failed so many people. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, to folks that are out there, that's why you need to have a personal relationship with God, man. Not connected to buildings. You know what I'm saying? Because them folks will fail you, but God will never fail you. Put your trust in God. I love you guys. Stay blessed, Ron. Yeah, and like I said, the reason why I created what I created as far as anointed ministry, because it's not just about religious people doing religious things, man. I'm not about that. You know what I'm saying? You can find any and everything on anointed ministry because this is real life. You understand? This is real life. So if you doing anything that is positive, you have a business, you have a non-profit organization, you just doing good things, or you have an encouraging word or whatever we can do to uplift our community. And it's more than just bringing words, because just words alone, man, it is void. You understand? So whatever you got positive going on, whatever you got doing positive, man, you can share it on Anointed Ministry. You understand? Because we're not the norm. We love you guys. Stay blessed, Ron.